Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I'm Fleet Admiral Tirak, the heavy battlecruiser USS Mniar, and we are once again punching out the last remnants of the Klingon Empire, of which they have 7 tiles, including their homeworld. We're just working on ending this campaign, so let's just jump right into things and try and keep this pain train going as fast as possible. Drop down here to pick up a patrol. See what we got going. Hit that red alert. We're going to pop over fleet screen, pop over to the MDR, because this is where all the fun stuff happens. Pardon me. Gonna drop down this ECM. Again, we just don't use it, and there's no point in prepping a wild weasel if we're not fighting Romulans or Merak, but we don't fight the Merak. Whoops. Hitting the wrong key there. So, setting up our shield reinforcement to go to 0 for now. Don't have to bother, but I think we hit the speed dead on. So, one heavy battlecruiser. The Dreadnought. Are you Mr. Magical? No, you are a C-10X Fury. Mr. Magical, I believe, is a B-11. By Mr. Magical, I am, of course, referencing the one Dreadnought that we kept running away from, because he was scary and we didn't want to get involved in all of that. Ooh, this is going to be a tough fight. I can sense it. The reason I can sense it is because, well, Dreadnought, heavy cruiser, and carrier over here. You can tell it's a carrier because it has, just pop over here, the U suffix on it, which tells us it's a Klingon carrier. It's pretty much like the V suffix when it comes to a Federation ship, CVNs and all that, matching with carrier vessel nuclear in the real world. And he's mounting 9 B-type missile launchers, 6 disruptors, and a huge host of Phaser X's, but he's way off in the distance. I think we're going to have to pick off this guy first. EDW. I want to say that he's the drone type, because Klingon cruisers, from what we've been kind of seeing, separate themselves into 2 main types. There's the drone type armed ones, and there's the disruptor armed ones, and I'm wrong because this one's a disruptor. He's not exactly the scariest specimen on the block, but I still feel we should probably respect him to a certain extent. So we're going to close in nice and slow, give him all barrels, even though this is going to be such a waste. Especially with that Dreadnought incoming. Really, Argus? Lay into him, everything we got. Pop over to the side here. Hopefully the safety's on that mine. Stay active for a little while. Is that a Scatterpack or a Weasel? I can't tell. Which isn't a good thing. See, we got the C-10 starting to come in here, and he can probably rip through my frontal shields without too much hassle. But he's going after our friendly galactic servant cruiser, the Pollux. I really got to expand that name list. I gotta check to see if I can expand that name list, because that would make things a lot more fun. If I could just have a list like 15 ships, or 100 ships long, named whatever the heck I want. I'd like it. Okay, almost punched through his forward shielding, and the Scatterpack pops just in time. Crap, fighters coming in. Spot I really don't want them to be in. Okay, he laid into me with everything he had. It wasn't enough to punch through. Our heavy photon torpedoes are going to be online kind of soon-ish, so we're going to try and keep the nose on. He took pretty much all of that on the armor, which I shouldn't be that surprised about, because he is, after all, a Dreadnought. But we did get some good hits on through his rear shields. If we keep this fire up, we're most likely to hit his weaker warp engines. My ships don't exactly have the best warp redundancy. He still hasn't managed to even punch the Argus. It looks like Pollux is just having a field day out there. Can I get in close enough? Okay, Argus doesn't need help. He's got a Weasel. Okay, finally took care of the D6U's fighter complement. And I'm going to save my phaser fire because I want to be able to come up on his other side. We're maneuvering around to stay on his rear. He does have fairly wide disruptor arcs, I would imagine. Oh wow, nice blasting through. Don't want to have to shoot into this heavy shield. I want you to expose something to me. But it looks like he's going to turn right, so we're not going to do that. Oh, nope, there it is. That's the opening we wanted. And shields are still holding pretty solidly. Real shield is about to go down, so we gotta have to pay attention to that. Showing off too much to that D6U behind us is not great. Coming around a little bit more. Let's put some phaser G-fire into him. And now capture cruise. Go. This is a bit of a gamble. And I'll take you on my full shield. Argus, focus my target. Because I want to see if I can't capture a battleship. Because that would be cool. Okay, it's not a battleship, it's just a dreadnought. So we should keep that in mind. In this game, battleships are bigger than dreadnoughts. And we did take some damage. Should be paying attention to that. He is popping mines right on our vulnerable areas. Glance at the C-10 again. Marines. Marines are doing fine. We've got this. We've got... Did you kill him? Good. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. I want his ship. I want it badly. Because, you know, capturing the dreadnought at this point, well, that would just be so much icing on the cake. There we go. And now we will give fire on my command only. Firing on your command. Because we've got him. Oh, we're so close to getting him. Please don't come around and shoot him. Please don't come around and shoot him. I want this ship. I want it badly. Come on, give it to me. Give me this ship. He doesn't have a whole lot of systems left on him. Come on. Just one more turn. One more turn and you'll have it. Yes! We have captured a Klingon dreadnought. IKV Fury. That's the good show right there. Wasn't able to take either of the other battlecruisers. No bonus prestige for that, really? That's just not fair. We're gonna pop up here. We're gonna go in for a repair. I am getting a little concerned, and it's pick up a new cruiser time if there's one available. We are looking for XCA. XCF, I'm half willing to accept at this point. It would have weaker photon torpedoes, because it would only have the standard type. Supply, patch. See, it would kind of suck because it's just a weaker photon torpedo type. And I really like having a full complement of cruisers. It does make me a little concerned flying around out here. What do we got in the area? We're going to check the map, we're going to zoom on in. Just sort of see what's in the area. A whole bunch of light cruisers. And a carrier of a sort. So we're going to do this mission here. It's a bit of a wasted mission because it's not focusing on capturing anything, and that's really what we do want to do. Especially with that combo planet station thing they've got going. Oh, mission complete. Easy mission. I'll take a free mission every now and then. Looks like they just couldn't muster up enough forces. 300 free prestige. We lost this sector, that's not good. We'll go back to the shipyard really quick. Come on, give me a full on XCA. That's all I want. That's all I want from life. No, you're just going to have the XCF available? Fine. We're going to buy an XCF, also called the Emnier. That's just not acceptable. We're going to name you USS Fisher-Price, and the reason why you're getting that name is because you were named Emnier, which was the exact same name as us. So it's a little bit of a punishment name right there. We'll go on a full-on patrol. Because that's where the big bucks are made, that's where the real men are found. It's an Orion patrol, unfortunately. Pop over to the Emnier. It is our flagship at this point. We apparently have a lot of supporting. So we will drop the phaser capacitor, cut out the random ECM generation, and stop them from making the Wild Weasel that we don't really need. Now the advantage of a fast cruiser is he's basically us, he's just got normal photon torpedoes, as you can see. And normal photon torpedoes cost less energy to charge up. So that's pretty good, you'd imagine. The problem is it's just normal photon torpedoes, so he does half the damage when it comes to photon torpedoes that we do. Not so great. I'm going to set this up so that I am that one. Not quite sure which would be the right one, but I don't really care. The formation panel gets all messed up when you're not commanding from your front ship. It's kind of sad. Everything gets all confused and messed up. But we will live with it. We can and shall survive. You're actually closer, but you're just a freighter, so I don't really care about you, and you're a heavy war destroyer. At least I assume you're a heavy war destroyer. You are one weird-looking design. But who am I to judge? We are, of course, flying an X ship, so we look awesome. We're going to pick up the speed here, going as fast as possible. The goal is to, of course, murderize everything, so that's what we'd like to do. We're going to blast up to full power. We might be able to kill this guy in a single overrun. Them opening fire with long-range weapons. Hey, you got a hit. And so did he. So he managed to hit with one and he only fired two, and you only managed to hit with one and you fired six. I think we know who the most effective one here was. Come in nice and close. Are you really going to expose this to me? That's a scatter pack. And that's the end of him. Whole bunch of small little fighters. So it turns out that you, sir, are a mini fighter carrier. That's, I suppose, acceptable in terms of what I want to accomplish here. They could deal a lot of damage, but unfortunately they flew into all our Gatling phasers. I'm getting a little tired that you keep dropping mines in front of me, Argus. I got anything? Anything at all? Nope. Okay, Gatling phasers. You do your work. And Kerchuk. Again, not optimal to be having a fast cruiser, but we're really not running in any full-on cruisers anymore. Which does actually have me slightly concerned at this point. Because, well, are we running out of cruisers? It's only 124, so not a big deal, but did secure the platform. And we're going to ram our head right up against this once more. Base assault or shipyard attack? I'm gonna risk it. I am gonna risk it here, because I want this. We are supported by the Merak again, the Hunt King, the Ravager, and I saw the other one, the Killing Song. It's a nice solid Merak names. Heavy cruiser targeted, speed up, drop that down. Oh, you didn't prep that. That's good on you. So we got a heavy cruiser, and two light cruisers. So Alphabet Soup Destroyer, a D5, and I'm gonna guess you're a D6? C7. You're a C7 type. So I guess you're like a command ship or something. Still haven't quite figured out the difference between the D7 and the C7. I'm sure it's there, and at some point I will pay attention enough to figure it out. Another Alphabet Soup Destroyer, a D5, and another Alphabet Soup Destroyer. So not the most scary setup we've ever really seen here. I am, of course, going to see if I can't switch this formation around just a bit. I don't want you in front. I want me in front. That way you are properly protected.
Scatterpack standing by.
Scatterpack set up and ready. Wow, look at all that power he's thrown into the ECCM. That's power he will not be throwing at us, which is a really good thing. So, bring up the shields, forward shields to the maximum power, which is how we like it. Yeah, we're gonna do fine here. I think, I hope, I pray. It's a lot of light cruisers. It is 5 light cruisers and a heavy cruiser, and we are light cruiser, heavy cruiser, battle cruiser, battle frigate. Not sure, but we do have 2 X-type ships. Granted, one of them is not really an X ship. I mean, I know he's got the heavy phaser and he's got the X-style shielding, but he's He's only got photon torpedoes. And that's just not enough in my book. You gotta bring the real big ones. And, well, he doesn't have them. So we're plotting in nice and slowly. We should probably pick up some speed here. There's going to be a rolling brawl of a gunfight. So we will probably shut down the starboard photon torpedoes, as has become our custom, whenever we want to keep the speed and maneuverability up. Are you going to expose that side of me? Almost. Pass through. Port side. Phaser Gs. Do some nice running. Starboard Phaser Gs as well. Starboard photon torpedoes are offline. We managed to kill the C-7. And lots of point defense fire. Just neutering that completely. Alright, we're going to focus on the Dower Slayer that is zipping through D5. Are the Alphabet Soups more dangerous? Fury... He's actually more dangerous than you, but he's ripping through this fight at high speed. So we're going to focus on whoever falls in front of our forward weaponry, really. Ah, crap. Fisher-Price, you need to get the heck out of there. I did not buy you, so you could die. Incomparable. Bring him comparable into me. Stop exposing your weak sides to them. I'm not pleased with how the Fisher-Price is acting. They are moving as a big coordinated wing, though, so there's always that. Okay, ripping into the Dower Slayer a bit. Definitely managed to take a piece of his engine right there. Turnover incomparable. Let's give some covering fire over here. Taking up the point defense system here, and Fury is going to get... Our Fury... unfortunately, we don't have anything available. That's not good. That's not good at all. There's too much really to focus on here to really be satisfied. Okay, so I'm going to pump you out, give some firepower, support. Really? Fisher-Price, just... You are an X-ship. You have all the proper trappings of an X-ship, aside from the point defense systems. Or not point defense systems, but heavy weapons. You shouldn't be being taken so easily. I'm not asking you to maintain formation with me. Did I not shut you off? Oh, you're almost charged anyway. Alright, spat out a good fire from that. Now we'll shut you off. I need the speed. I don't need the maneuverability. Well, I said that wrong. I need the speed and the maneuverability. I don't need the firepower. Ugh. Pull out of here. Just right now. Gain some distance. You're in trouble. I'm going to focus on you because you're engaging the fight from the wrong side, I guess. Another defender ship destroyed, so that leaves just the Insufferable. And I'm going to kill you on a G-Pass. Oh, I really thought that was going to kill him. You are just... Ugh. I'm beginning to think investing in the fast cruiser was a mistake. And he just doesn't seem to have the firepower to survive these brawls. Which is a bit of a problem. And he's right in front of us. Okay, that's all the defender ships. Oh god, that's the big one. That's the big monster. Watch. Just watch what we are about to have to get involved with. This starbase has taken our lunch twice before. If we get into a gunfight with this, we're gonna lose. He just has more firepower than we do. Yeah, that's way more firepower than we got to play with. Am I at the head of the charge? Because that would be bad. I don't want to be at the head of the charge. I want to be following the charge of him and him and him and him. So, at this point, I'm thinking the plan is going to be we will set up a maximum range and we will just shell this thing into oblivion, because every single time we thought we were strong, we thought we could get close, we could not. I'm going to reduce speed even more. Hunt King's ripping in there. Killing Song. I mean, they're all in great shape, I'll grant you that, but none of them are going to have the firepower to actually kill this thing. So here's the plan. Set up a maximum range proximity photon torpedoes. All ships. My command alone. Special weapons mode. We're going to close to a range of 30. Approximately 7. That's why. Alright, are we all ready? Alright, we're at range 30. All stop. Now begins the long, long siege. I don't believe we can take it. I'm going to be honest, I don't think we can actually take this starbase. I think it's just too powerful for us. I think even with our full combined firepower, we can't kill it. But we're going to have to try. Face the starbase, you idiots. Still got full shields on all sides. He's going to fire once and he's going to annihilate Killing Song. I just know it. Okay, we can punch through actually. So we did manage to punch through one of his shields a little bit. Didn't down it, but we definitely weakened it. So that's going to be the strategy. So now we sit here for 2 turns while we charge up a weapon. Oh, there goes Killing Song. Now it's up to Ravager. So it turns about once every turn. A little bit less frequently than that, but hey. Okay, it's just us. And he can bleed through a bit. Oh, here comes the badness. Oh, shoot! Really? Are you kidding me? I have 2 escorts and now damn one of them is in position to help. Shoot down the goddamn fighters. Are you just... That was annoying beyond anything I think all of you understand just how annoying that was. That was infuriating. These fighters should have been something completely forgettable. Not something that I have to legitimately concern myself with. Okay, his fighters are dealt with. We're going to pull away from the starbase for a bit. We're going to patch up this ship. Because that was ugly. I'm not happy. I'm not happy one bit. Because I don't have a forward shield right now. And I've got a lot of repair work to do.
Stabilizing warp core.
Oh, for gosh sake. I do this for maximum range. And this could take a while. This could take a really long while.
Repairing warp engine.
But it's the only safe way to do it. They're forced to match my target. They're forced to set in special weapon mode. So they will shell whenever they can. we're just going to have to hope that we're up to the task. I would appreciate it if you just sat and pointed your systems forward, guys. That would be really helpful here. Good combo hit. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here. This is literally all we're gonna do. We've had zero luck trying to get in close. Heck, we got jumped by their fighters and got utterly mauled. So we really can't risk trying to get anywhere near them, because it just goes badly for us. So we're just gonna sit at long range, put rounds down range until the end of time. Because eventually we'll overcome something. Eventually we will poke through. But that time is going to be a long time coming. He's going to steadily overpower that shield. Now we know we can do it with just ourselves. But if we're spreading out our fire over all 6 shields, this is going to take a while before we start downing things. But once we do get things down, it's going to be just like firing at the asteroid base. Slowly but surely. I want a hole, guys. I want a hole in that shield. I don't care where it is. I just want him to be incredibly weak to my firepower. Sounds like this one I kind of wish I did editing, because I would edit all this out, but of course I'm lazy. So we're going to sit here and we're going to enjoy the spinning that is that Klingon base. And us sitting here as we, well, we fixed everything pretty much. Oh, let's patch everything else too. Because why not, you know? And another round. Just so you know, the difference between what I've been shooting normally, I just normally press the Z key. What I'm doing right now is Shift Z, which is the Alpha Strike. It basically fires everything at once. So instead of going it goes boom. Which, because we're trying to hit the same facing the shield every time we shoot, that's kind of important. Probe, how we doing? Probe says we're not doing great. I just gotta have faith of the heart. Something about the Enterprise theme song. He just has so much weaponry. Look at all that. And the rate in which he can pump out fire is just phenomenal. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 phaser 4s. That's just astonishing, isn't it? The phaser 4s are so much powerful than any other phaser in this game, because this is designed to only be on, you know, huge battle stations and planets and intergalactic dreadnoughts. You know, the gigantic juggernaut that ripped us apart that one time and took out a heavy dreadnought that we had, which, you know, would have been great to have a core of a siege-busting force. No, it had to go down because apparently the frontal shields on the massive dreadnought never go down. We will get through eventually. I will stay here and just fire. I will stay here all night if I have to. But you shouldn't have to. And really, we are getting to the end of an episode at this point. We've seen the fun battle that has already occurred between us and the actual forces who are fighting, so I'm going to end the recording here, and we'll pick it up in the next episode to see whether we won, lost, or just ran away. Until that time, I've been Tirak. If you kind of like what you're seeing, and I know we ended this episode a little bit on a boring note, hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode.